Hi guys, and I'm welcoming you back on Binary Options channel. I'm glad to see you back, glad to have all the feedback that you give me about all the experience that you actually have. And it's completely different. And today we're going to trade with the just two indicators, kind of simple trade, and still gonna learn more about the situations when the market is not that, high and low, when it's more stable, the volatility presence, and let's see how it's gonna be for us today and what we can learn. And we are just welcoming back yourself to Binary Options. So 1 minute candle still remains 1 minute, and going into setting up indicators, the stochastic oscillator and the period thickness. Let's think about the other indicators, and it's gonna be Bollinger Bands, changing the period, changing again, and here just the thickness. Okay, now chart looks pretty different, and observing what we are having here, observing the charts of the indicators that we have, and the stochastic oscillator in the down, like in the lower part, and the other one, the bands on the chart. So, and going into first bet. And we are here and we are about to start. Starting as always with a small bet, just for checking all the strategies and indicators, how it's actually helping us or not helping us. And here we are seeing that the oscillator is actually showing that the chart may go down, the volatility here, small candles, tiny periods. So we are playing on reverse. And let's see. And it seems like we were just correct, as we are always when we have a nice indicators and nice strategy, and we got our first profit, like $100, 80, and now we gotta raise our bet, and we see that the downward movement actually just started here. And are we gonna play on that? Let's see, let's check the indicators. Yep, we gotta play on that because everything is just showing us that we are gonna go down, and we shouldn't miss it. And we are here just about to get our profit and our money to bank account. And if you actually noticed in the beginning, there were like green candles, but the whole indicators were showing that we are going down. And sometimes this is important, when you start to hesitate when you see the green candle, but all indicators are showing a downward movement. And sometimes you making your bet, just right before this green candle appear, and after you start nervous. But all indicators were correct. And sometimes you see that the candles also like orange and we are going down, and you are pretty sure, and then you are making a bet, then the green candle appears and you're like, oh my god, what's going on? But in the end, indicators, strategy plus analysis. So the next currency pair, the next situation, the next lesson to learn. And this chart, you see that we now seeing here just the continuation of a downward movement, but it's slightly changed into upward movement. And check the oscillator. It's actually, sometimes you need to look closer, but it's actually perfectly seen on indicator that we may go down also. So it's like mix of indicators, but here just also checking the chart. And we have the tendency to go actually up, and then we have the longer period, and then we may reverse to go down. So let's check. to be sure was it correct or not was we are successful in reading all the signs of the indicator. So, and actually that was correct. We were actually seeing the shortest trend of the downward movement before, but now we were predicting this downward movement, for a longer period, and all indicators were actually showing us that this market is gonna go down, and that was correct, and that's the beauty of it. So next currency pair, let's choose. Oh my god, this one is pretty weird. It has such a big periods here. So we are raising our bank to go full bank, and we are, on the first side, it actually seems this chart are gonna go up, but all indicators, especially oscillator, it actually showing that this is now a highest point, because sometimes on the chart with the full picture it seems to you, no, it's supposed to go up, but indicators are showing us this is the highest point, even if it's on the lowest points of the chart. So let's check if we were correct here. And again, what we actually see here, that we were correct. The market is much lower. It's actually on the point, at the same point, but indicators now are perfectly showing that we are going just down. So that's why we had our profit now. So we are having our last chart for today. We still may see here that the market actually now in like some stable position, and if we are gonna close it and zoom it, and if we are even without this macro stuff, we can see that the indicators are actually showing us that it's gonna be like a downward movement, because it's on some point was the highest point of this of this schedule. So let's see and discuss it. And here this downward movement was that long, this orange candle was that long, and we just got it for a profit, for a last profit today, and we actually ended with a $2,186 on our bank account. But it's the good result, especially when you are risking, especially when you are not sure. Start with the small bets, check everything twice or 3 times, but do not miss the right situation to enter. And maybe use some smaller candles, some smaller periods, and just may it be successful trade for you. So guys, it's done for today. As for me, it seemed like with these 2 indicators, the trading was a bit more hard, a bit more difficult than using some other indicators or a few more indicators to show you, all the charts and how to predict the movement of the chart. But you can choose the indicator that you like, and my purpose here not only show you how it's easy, but also facing some problems. And I was mostly here also counting on my experience and my expectations, during the charts movement than sometimes on indicators. But it's trading and it's different, and I want you to know about that. So you still can find me in my Telegram channel, in my VIP chat, where I post signals, where I give information about binary options. So just text me, give me some feedback, and let's get for some more.